Good afternoon from Shima, Japan. This is a little city way at the end of Mie Prefecture, right on the ocean. It's way down here at the end of a train line from the Kintetsu train company. I'm going to ride a train. It goes all the way back up through Toba and Ise, all the way across the Kii Peninsula through the Kii Mountains to Osaka. Today I'm taking a luxury train from Kintetsu called Shimakaze on a ride from Shima, Japan to Osaka. Shimakaze, meaning island win, is one of Japan's few trains with a dedicated dining car. I'll be looking at the features of my high-tech seat in the premium car, which it turns out isn't even the swankiest way to experience the Shimakaze. Now that's luxury. And I'll rate the facilities on board. Sparkly clean. Watch the Kii Mountains roll by. And of course keep returning to the dining car for superb service and fantastic food. It is kind of a super-duper luxury train. There are 3 different separate prices you have to pay even to get on the train. I'll explain all that when we get on. It takes a little over 2 hours, and it actually has a dining car, like a cafe car, which is unusual in Japan. The train leaves in about an hour from now, so we've got a little time to kill. I'm actually on an island called Kashiko Island. Kashikojima Station is where I'm leaving from. This is kind of a resort island as far as I can tell. As you can see by this magnificent boat here, it's kind of a tourist thing. This is a part of Japan where a lot of pearl diving happens, so there are a lot of pearl shops, and I don't see actually any private residences. It's just shops and places to buy pearls and kind of resorts and things like that, and this amazing, magnificent boat. So I'm gonna kind of kill some time here, wander around a little bit, and maybe go find some coffee before my train leaves. Shima, for many decades, had a kind of a very stable population, but in the last 20 years it's lost about 25% of its population. People move to the big cities, or the younger generation just decides not to stay here, or whatever's happening, but it's kind of got that feel that a lot of Japanese places have, what most of Japan seems to have to me when I travel around. All the infrastructure you need is here. There's stores, and there's a train station, and there's, housing sort of as you need it, but nothing new. Everything's kind of decayed or decaying, getting kind of old, and probably ultimately doomed. I don't know how you would kind of reconstitute this area, but it is interesting looking. Used to be able to buy cigarettes from this old-timey vending machine. You can still buy cigarettes from vending machines in Japan, but I guess this is just a very old one. The other thing, more recently famous about Shima, is that in 2016, the G7, the group of 7 nations, had their big meeting here. And the leaders of, Canada, America, Italy, Germany, France, Japan, and the UK, plus a couple people from the EU, they came here and had their meeting about whatever G7 has their meetings about. And that was kind of a big claim to fame. You see signs and pictures of that around town. There's a monument to the G7 when it was here in 2016. Here are the people. According to this monument, when the G7 leaders were here, they went to a nearby shrine somewhere, and they all got shovels, and they kind of did a symbolic planting of some cedar trees. One of the cedar trees has been moved to here. So this is one of the cedar trees that the leaders buried. This statue has one hand pointing to the ocean, one hand pointing to the sea, and it's called the bridge. So it's bridging the ocean and the sea, but it's also bridging Japan and all the other nations, bridging all nations together, really. And here are two Shimakazes. One a day goes to Osaka. There's two more that go to Nagoya and Kyoto. Today's Wednesday, and the Kyoto one doesn't run on Wednesday, so probably that one's going to Nagoya, and this is probably mine here. But once again, I have about an hour. If I don't trip and break my neck, I've got about an hour until mine leaves, so I think I can find a place where I can get some coffee and a cake or something. Wow, there's like a whole museum just about that one summit here. They took it seriously. Here's the table, or a copy of the table, where everybody sat. They even have a display about the food that the leaders ate at the summit. Here's the working lunch, and the dinner, and the next day's lunch. I wonder if this will be similar to what we have on the Shimakaze train today. Oh, the cafe closes at 4, but the last order for food is 3, and the last order for a drink is 3:30. So I can't get anything. Boo.何時からこの島風乗りますか？
あと3分ほどですね。発車の20分前ですので、もうしばらくお待ちください。
Okay, 20 minutes till we leave, but they're letting us board now. I have to find car 6 and seat 4A. Car number 1. All right, all the way to the end. I think it's the last car. Okay, here it is. Car number 6. Ooh, that is a very, very comfortable seat. Better than most train seats. This car is almost empty. I think the first 45 minutes are going to be all like that. If you look this way, there's a great view out the front here. It is a very cool looking train from the outside and the inside.
Kintetsu 特急をご利用いただきありがとうございます。この電車は大阪難波行き特急島風です。券の他にご出演が必要です。
We left right on time. Of course, it's 4 o'clock now. We're supposed to arrive into Namba at 6:21. So I'm going to try to get the cafe food and some of the actual like meal food they have here, just to try both.
席にお座りください。なお、この電車には島風車両券が必要です。This train has reserved seats only. Please use the seating indicated on your ticket.
The basic fare between the two stations is 2,770 yen. On top of that, I had to pay an extra 1,640 yen as the limited express fee. And on top of that, a 1,050 yen Shimakaze fee. And that doesn't even include any food. But there are some freebies, such as they are. The lady just brought me a little cloth, a cleaning kind of cloth, and a boarding certificate. So it's got all these cool controls here. These like recline the seat and stuff. This one apparently like inflates a little pillow here for your lower back. This one deflates it, and this one kind of massages. Let's try the massage. Okay, it's subtle, but a little on my lower back. I don't know, kind of feels like the guy behind me is kicking me. Okay, starting to get a little bit dark. I'm gonna go back and check out the cafe. There's kind of two parts to the cafe car. I'm gonna check out the lower level. You have like 6 people, you can get this private room. Another type of private room with a sunken floor. TV. Can order stuff maybe? Wow. Now that's luxury. So that's the upper level of the cafe car. Iすで食べられますか？
お持ち帰りテイクアウト。
ケーキをテイクアウトできますか？
ケーキはこちらのカフェ席のみとなっておりまして。
あ、そうかそうか。
はい。それいります。
じゃあテイクアウトは何ですか？
テイクアウトカツサンドセット、お弁当などお持ち帰りいただけます。
あ、そうか。
はい。
後でここで食べる。
あ、かしこまりました。はい、お待ちしております。ありがとうございます。
今は写真はいいですか？
どうぞ。
はい、ありがとう。 Okay, that's the lower level of the cafe. Sit on this bench, or this counter, and look out the window. Wow, I'm gonna come back later and eat something. Arigatou.
お荷物用のロッカーは1号車と6号車にございます。化粧室とパウダールームは2号車、4号車と5号車にございます。
Okay, well, I went to check out the cafe and they wouldn't let me bring back like a small snack, like a coffee and a cake here to my seat. Had to eat it there, but I wasn't ready to do all that yet for reasons I won't go into now. But I'm gonna go ahead and have some dinner. So here's the menu. This is a pretty amazing menu. They got some tea and coffee and like soft drinks and water and tea and all that kind of stuff. They got little things you can buy related to the train, but here's the actual meal part. So you have Matsuzaka beef, which is kind of high quality, kind of like Kobe beef curry, grilled Matsuzaka beef on rice, and a clam seafood pilaf. They've even got a little bottle of beer with this train's logo on it. You get wine, you can get liqueur, some sake, all kinds of stuff, non-alcoholic beer, and you can get mixed nuts and rice crackers, fish cake, and little snacks. I ordered the seafood pilaf and a pale ale Shimakaze train beer. And look at this nice counter.
This train has reserved seats only. Please use the seating indicated on your ticket. To board this train,
じゃあこちらペーレールのビールを先にお待ち
also require a special
開け
ticket.
ちゃう
Attached seat and taxi seating are located in
お待たせいたしました。ハマグリのシーフードピラフでございます。ご注文以上でお揃いでしょうか。天ぷらお帰りカウンターまでお願いいたします。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Arigato. Okay, that was excellent. Dinner was excellent. There's about an hour left here. It's just after 5. It's like 5:18 p.m. So if I have time, I'm going to try to make time to go back there pretty soon, I guess, to get some cake from the cafe, to have the whole experience that Shimakaze can give me. Alright, let me show you some of the amenities here in the seat. First of all, of course, there is a nice tray. Very big, very smooth, very clean. Slides to you. Got a drink holder. Although with onboard dining, who needs a tray? But if you really just love trays, there's another one here. A little tiny tray. Reaches across. Do a half tray like that. You can fold it out into a more full tray like that. Again, very clean, very nice, very well designed. power plug for your phone, whatever. Automatic curtain controls if you want to raise and lower the curtain. Although the train that leaves at 4 p.m. on a cloudy day is really not necessary. But I hear you ask, what about the bathrooms and the sinks and stuff? Are they cleaner than Amtrak? Well, you be the judge. So first of all, you got the toilet here. It has a warmed seat. It's got all the full bidet controls. Big button to flush. There's a little sink here if you want that for some reason. All the toilet paper. There's a little place for trash. Sparkly clean. Little dispenser of toilet cleaner, I guess. Place to stick a baby if you don't need a baby. Call the attendant button. All kinds of instructions about something. Platform you can pull down to stand on if you want to take your shoes off because you need to change for some reason. You don't want to stand on the floor, you stand on this platform. Okay, there's a baby changing table. Pulls up. There you go. And you got the sink here, another sink here. So 2 sinks here. And some soap. And a mirror. How you doing? All superbly clean, spotless, and just almost pleasant to be in here. I might actually ride the rest of the train in here. But no, actually, I want to show you an even better sink right across the hall. How's that for service? The Shimakaze brags about its 2 different free Wi-Fi networks. One gives you feeds to the front and rear cameras on the train. I couldn't get that one to work. The other is a regular Wi-Fi network, which I finally did get to work. And as soon as I did, I realized, who wants to look at their phone while riding a train, when the best show is always out the window? And especially if that window is downstairs in the cafe. Hey. Arigato.
追加のご注文などはよろしいでしょうか。ありがとうございます。恐れ入りますが、お先にお会計こちらでさせていただきます。1350円でございます。ありがとうございます。はい。10円多いです。はい、失礼します。あ、すいません。はい、これでちょうどでございます。50ですね。はい、ありがとうございます。レシートお持ちいたします。そっか、大丈夫です。結構です。Okay, I went and did it. I've got just like 20 minutes here to eat this really quick, this Mont Blanc cake. I'm already full, but whatever. And coffee. And cheers. Here's to dessert. And the Shimakaze. Excuse me, my mouth is full of Mont Blanc cake. What a train. What an experience. It's amazing. Couldn't get the Wi-Fi network to work that showed the camera, but here in the bottom of the cafe car, there it is. I hope nobody jumps.
またのご乗車を乗務員一同お待ちしております。
Okay, I got a very, very full belly. We are here exactly to the minute on time here in Osaka Namba. And it was great. The Shimakaze lived up to its name, Shimakaze, which is the island wind. We flew from the island of Kashiko all the way here. And it was pretty cool. So thanks for riding along for 2 hours on the food train, as I'm going to think of it now. Whew. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next time. Many thanks to my Patreon supporters who help make these videos possible and who, for as little as $1 a month, can watch new videos at least a week before they're published. Special thanks to Jacob Fatz, Nathaniel Holland, Omeyer, Ray Nichols, and Will Phillips. Also thanks to subscribers to my free weekly email newsletter who can watch new videos a day before they're published. If you'd like to join either one, links are in the video description. And thanks for wandering around with me.